Well, hi there, it's Jennifer. Welcome to my channel, and I'm coming to you with this really cool background. I'm not sure what this building is in my city, but I loved it. And in today's video, I want to share something that's happened to a few of my videos, and maybe with the hopes that I could get some information, anybody who might watch this video, or perhaps it could help you if you are like me, who is somebody who is starting a YouTube channel with no experience. And I was not kidding when I said I did not have any experience. I have never used any type of editing apps outside of what is available on my Android cell phone, which is what I'm using right now. It has like a little studio app, very, very limited. So I downloaded the app Splice, which has been really great as far as putting all of my clips together, doing voiceovers, doing the transitions, and even adding their music to my videos. And if this is not your first time here and you've seen any of my other videos, you will have noticed that I have added music to some of my videos, which I was really looking forward to doing. I think especially for the vlogs, I want to do some of those like voiceless clean with me. That's just kind of a guilty pleasure type of videos for my channel, because I love cleaning and organizing, which I hope to really improve and get better at filming those and editing those. But anyway, so adding background music adds so much. It just adds another layer of depth and interest, I think, to a video. Well, so I downloaded the Splice app. I've been using it, and I've added their music to some of my videos. And unfortunately, and this is just a warning, so I already have now on my last two videos a copyright claim ID. And unfortunately, the songs, there were two separate songs. One was called Moonlight and You, and the other was Peaceful Dreams. That I downloaded from Splice as one of their musical tracks. And I do a paid weekly subscription too, by the way. So it's like $4.99 every week to use the Splice app and to use that music. So I don't know if I just didn't read something and maybe somebody has some wisdom. I've tried reaching out to Splice. I haven't heard anything yet. So I'm still waiting. And if I do hear from them, I will pass that along in a future video about this topic. And I also, because I got a copyright claim, so the clip that I used on Splice was copyrighted by Whole Effects, I think was the name, with Shutterfly. And they did the copyright ID claim on so far two of my videos where I use that music. And also what's really tragic, so I am getting ready to do a conference. In fact, I'm actually standing outside. I'm looking at a hotel that I'm going to be staying at for this Tony Robbins, Sage Robbins conference I'm doing called Unleash Your Power. And I'm about to have surgery. I'm having surgery on my nose in just a couple of weeks. So I've been doing some pre-recording. That way I could just have some things ready to go on my channel, because I want to be scheduled and organized and predictable. So I have already edited at least 2 more videos using the 2 songs that already got copyright claimed ID. So I know for sure 4 of my videos will have a copyright ID claim. Now, I've used music on another video I have. I don't know if that one's going to be copyright claimed. Thankfully, the person has given permission for that music to be used on YouTube, so it doesn't hurt my channel. But here's the problem, and as a new content creator, this type of thing really scares me, because I want to do things correctly. There's so much I don't know. Sometimes I think, do I need to get a lawyer? Like, should I have a lawyer? Do I need a business license? Like, there's so much about YouTube and creating content that is more than just recording a video and putting it up. Like, there's a lot to it. Now, what YouTube does offer now, and actually to back up, so with those, at least for sure 4 videos that I have already, so I uploaded them to Splice, I did all the editing, did all the transitions, added the music, I downloaded it back to, so like you save when you create using Splice, at least, your video, you download it to your phone. So I've downloaded them to my phone and then I uploaded them to YouTube. Now I'm just using my phone, so I don't have a lot of storage. So once I get everything all situated and then I get it uploaded to YouTube and everything looks good, I delete everything. So it's not like I have any of these things backed up, which maybe is something I need to start doing. So I'd be curious to hear, like, maybe people who have been creating content already for a while, how do you go about saving like the raw footage of your videos? That way, if something happens, you actually have the ability to correct it and not lose your work. And certainly as far as an ID claim, like, I'm not trying to illegally use people's music. And so, okay, so back up. There's so much I want to say and I'm not scripted. So I've got, and I know for sure, so already 2, it was my channel name change video that got copyrighted. I did like a voiceless clean with me, that got copyrighted. I've got at least 2 more coming out. They'll get the same copyright ID claim. Now, I'm only using a mobile app. I do not own a computer. And so my YouTube Studio app is somewhat limited compared to the desktop. So I've got to figure that out. But YouTube offers ways to fix a video. So if you get, now thankfully, the artist, I didn't get a strike from the artist, but there is an ID claim. And what that means is, and I've got to figure out how to get into this. So I don't, like, I'm not kidding you when I say I'm somebody who does not have any experience. My channel's not even 2 months old yet. So this was an unexpected and scary thing, because I thought I understood correctly, but I guess I didn't, that when I was paying for the Splice service to use their music on my videos, that I could use it publicly and not have an ID claim, because the person who has, or the company that have that claim on your video, certainly they can choose to give you a strike. They can choose to take your earnings from that video. So if you make any type of earnings, they get it, or they split the earnings with you, like if your channel was monetized. But it can prevent like where your video is shown, or if it even can be shown, depending on the artist. So that's scary. Now, YouTube gives an option to fix it. So you can, mute the song, mute all the sound, or cut the video. So for me, I've already created the piece, added the music, downloaded it to my phone, uploaded it to YouTube, and I've deleted it. So I cannot just go in, for whatever reason YouTube says it can't do it, my studio app, I can't just mute the song. Now, I downloaded the video to try to see if I could put another song over it. That just sounds terrible. The only option is to mute the sound entirely, or of course I could take down the video entirely. And I'm like, oh, that was a really good video. Like, I was really proud of that video on the channel name change, and I hope that it was an encouragement to any new content creators as we're beginning this journey. It was something I had discovered, and I did change my channel name and why I ended up doing it. And so I'm thinking maybe I just take it down, even though I feel like from my little wee channel, last time I checked, it had like 168 views, and that's a lot for my little channel. And so I would have to completely delete that video, lose all of that, and then start over from scratch, and I was so like in the moment when I made it. And I thought the music, of course, added such a beautiful detail to it. And it's also not enough to just give the artist, like, to say, oh, I used their song. Like, I didn't know that I had to do that using Splice, and maybe that's just my ignorance. So I'm just sharing that with you guys. I guess I've heard that there are other musical apps that when you pay for a subscription, you can use music, but I don't know how you get a license to show it. Also, here's the other thing. So another option, so I can either A, mute sound in that video, which of course would completely take away the video because I talk throughout the entire thing, so there's not a lag. It would be weird. I don't want to mute it or cut it. I might just delete it and set it up again and hope maybe people would listen to it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. To be honest, it's given me a little stress because I'm not trying to use music that is going to get me either a copyright strike or a copyright claim ID. I did another video on I think I titled it "Watch for Copyright Music When You're Out Filming a Vlog." I was out filming in a resort, learning how to vlog, and I didn't even hear that there was background music. I didn't even really pick it up because I was also talking. So when I put it all together, I just didn't even think about it. Well, it was a song just being played in the resort in the background because I was talking. And that got a copyright ID claim. Thankfully, the person gives permission. But I've done some research, and I'm still preliminary, that, an artist can change their mind at any time. Now, you do have the option in YouTube Studio, which when I see my claim, it'll say what it is, who's claiming it. You can dispute it, but you better be able to prove it. And I'm so terrified because what can happen is if you dispute the claim and you don't have the proper proof, you can lose your channel. And I'm like, oh no, I'm really looking to do YouTube for long term. I'm not trying to get my channel, have it be struck down completely where I could never start a channel again, because that could happen. And basically, because at first originally I was like, oh, I'm going to dispute this because I'm paying for the Splice app to use their music and to upload it. But now I'm thinking, does that not mean that I can't actually use Splice music and put it out publicly? And maybe that's where I've misunderstood. So like I said, I am a YouTuber in midlife, starting her channel with no experience whatsoever. I've never dealt with anything like this. And eventually, I would love to have my channel monetized. I think that would be something very special and wonderful. I hope that I can always produce content that is helpful and valuable and encouraging and warm and inviting and uplifting. I'm a person of faith, so I like to talk about God and share my faith. That's my goal. And if one day it can make some money, that's also absolutely amazing. I mean, that would be great if I can make a few dollars doing what I absolutely love, and then hopefully, of course, giving something of value. And that is my main goal. But I don't want to harm my channel. And if an opportunity like that happens, yes, that would be fantastic, right? Why not? I mean, that would be amazing. So this is what I've done so far. I got the information of like who was doing the copyright claim, and it was like Whole Effects, if I'm right, Shutterfly, and it was like Pavlo Bjortorin. So it's Peaceful Dreams and Beautiful You that I downloaded from Splice, used it on my video that got the ID claim. 2 videos, 2 more on the way because I've already edited them and uploaded them. So I wrote to the Whole Effect Shutterfly and explaining my situation. I think I need to rewrite again, but I haven't heard anything yet. I've also tried to reach out to Splice for help. I tried to do it through the app to contact customer support with my issues. I've tried it 4 separate times. I cannot send an email through my app to Splice for help with this situation. So I feel like I'm left kind of high and dry and I don't know what to do. I would love to be able to get those claims removed off of, for sure, the 4 videos. I've used Splice music in a couple of other areas. I have another video where I just used a different song, an acoustic song, and I don't know if that's going to get copyright claimed. Like, I mean, obviously the whole point is to not have that. That's not my goal anyway. So I thought that I would share this information with you. This is what I'm experiencing right now. We are November 8th, 2024. And like I said, my channel's not even 2 months old. If anybody has any wisdom or advice, for now, I'm not going to add music. I did hear, my daughter had reminded me, and I do remember hearing about this. Fiverr. I don't know if I can work through Fiverr to maybe like buy a license to use music. But I know, though, that you do have to be careful. See, I'm learning so much. There's so much I did not know about this. That you do have to see, like, what requirements will the person who's created the music have. That you might have to split revenue, say, or something like that. So you do have to know what you're doing, which is why sometimes I think, do I need a lawyer? Is there anybody out there who's been doing YouTube for a while? Do you use a lawyer? Like, do you... like when you get ready to use apps and things, because sometimes I think, I don't know, maybe there's things I just don't know. Like, I don't do this type of thing. I don't speak legal jargon, and maybe I misunderstood something when I read the Splice terms of service. I don't know, but I would love any wisdom and knowledge. I'm certainly sharing what I'm going through. So if I hear from Splice, I'll let you know. So far, I've not been able to get an email out. I did go to the Play Store and then go and send an email through the Play Store to Splice, but I think that's just for the app. I don't know if that matters. They had a phone number, but I don't know. I've got to figure that out. Like I said, I tried to send an email through my app for support. I couldn't send it. It wouldn't send, which there's no reason why it shouldn't send. Everything else that is on my phone sends emails and works just fine. So I feel like I'm left kind of high and dry. And obviously I'm also concerned. I'm not trying to start my channel out with a whole bunch of copyright claims. That's not what I'm trying to do. So I hope this video helps you out. I need to learn a little more. So Fiverr, I need to check into. My daughter was telling me that Sophia Nygaard, who is a really famous YouTuber, I guess did a video where she shares her process of going through Fiverr. So that's something that I need to do. I want to check into that for sure. And then there's another app, I guess, that while you have the subscription and whatever music that you download and use during your subscription, and I don't know, like, if you get a special license that you have to put under your video, because it's not enough just to claim and say, oh, this song that I used in my video is by this person. That's not enough. You actually have to have a license if there is something that can be copyrighted. It's not enough for you just to give credit. And it's also not enough for you just to be like, oh, I've only used 10 seconds of that video or the song. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, and you have to have all your ducks in a row if you're going to try to dispute a claim. So anyway, that is my experience. And honestly, it's been a little stressful. I was already feeling a little overwhelmed. I just posted a couple of videos on dealing with overwhelm. I titled it Overwhelm Part 5. And I really forgot to add this part to it because stressing out about using something that I thought I was perfectly right to use without causing any troubles for my channel. I mean, it didn't strike my channel, but it is a claim. And that could change at any time, by the way, too. So yeah, I'm having to kind of pivot now and figure things out. So I hope that this can be maybe a bit of a flag, a warning flag of, hey, maybe check into it a little bit further. That's what I'm going to do. If I get any updates, if I hear from Splice, if I hear from the Holofax, I believe that's the name. I'm not looking at it. I should have looked at it before this video. Through Shutterfly, I will do an update. And I'm going to check into Fiverr, and I will also do an update with that. So, fellow creators, until the next video, we've got this. We can handle these situations, and hopefully this will be a help to you, and I will keep you posted.